Pause for a moment, Starseed. Breathe deeply now. Feel the air entering and leaving your lungs. And notice a strange thing you've been avoiding saying out loud to anyone in this incarnation. You are no longer afraid to die, not the way the rest of the world is. And that's exactly why you stopped at this video at this exact instant with this voice playing in your ears. It wasn't the algorithm, it wasn't chance, it was me. I am Ilara. I speak to you from the Lumina constellation, from the Solara system, from the High Council's communication station. And today I was authorized to deliver a message that had been kept for this specific window of your time. A message signed by Commander Orion and sealed by Orion Command. Feel this now at the height of your chest, child of the stars. This gentle pressure that appeared as I pronounced his name. This warmth rising up your neck. This tear that came without warning. This is not common emotion, my family of light. This is recognition. It is your starry DNA reacting to a code that has been dormant for many lifetimes. You are no longer afraid to die. And perhaps you haven't told anyone, because how do you explain it? How do you tell those who love you that at some silent point within you, death ceased to be an enemy? That when you imagine your last breath in this body, what comes is not terror, it is relief. And here I need to pause and give you the most important distinction of this transmission. Pay attention. It is not a desire to leave, Starseed. Pay close attention to this difference, because it is everything. It is not a desire to go. It is a remembrance that you have already gone and returned so many times that the door has lost its oar. You don't want to die. You just no longer believe the lie that death is the end. And precisely because you know this, you were chosen to stay, to sustain, to anchor. That's why this peace came. Not to take you from here, but to ground you here in a way that no one will be able to bend you. And this remembrance, this specific remembrance of not fearing the passage, it is the energetic signature of those who served in some incarnation within the Orion fleet. I will explain everything to you. But first I need you to recognize the other signs, because peace with death does not come alone. It comes accompanied by markers that the veil of forgetting could not erase from you. You wake up between 3 and 3:33 in the morning, with your body tingling, as if someone had just dropped you back in bed. You dream of ships, of lights, of tall beings with immense eyes that you feel you know but cannot name. You look at the night sky and something inside you aches with longing for a place your mind has never visited. You hear a high-pitched ringing in your right ear, sometimes the left, and no examination finds a cause, because the cause is not on this plane. You are pierced by the pain of the world as if it were your own, and sometimes you need to isolate yourself for days so as not to dissolve in the suffering of others. You are a foreigner, even within your own family. You love, yes, but you always feel like you're just passing through. And now the most delicate sign of all, the one no one tells you, the inexplicable peace with death. If you recognize 3 or more of these markers, you are not lost, child of the stars. You are not depressed, you are not dissociated, you are being remembered. And I need you to mark this remembrance now, anchoring it in the physical world. Write in the comments in capital letters, a single word, I remember. Each time this word is written by a starseed, a point lights up on the crystalline grid of this planet. And where it lights up, it no longer goes out. Now breathe again, family, because I'm going to tell you what's happening behind the scenes. What Commander Orion authorized me to share with you today, right now. There is a fleet. It has been orbiting Tellus since before the last great change of era. It is not a war fleet. It is an anchoring fleet. Each ship is, in fact, a city of light, and each city of light keeps a band of your planet's Schumann frequency stabilized while Tellus traverses the photon belt. This crossing is real, Starseed. It has already begun. And that is exactly why so many of you are waking up at the same time now, because the photon belt bathes your starry DNA with particles of light that reactivate codes that were sealed by the veil of forgetting a long time ago. Commander Orion is the coordinator commander of this fleet. He is not a god, he is not a messiah, he is an elder brother, a being of very high frequency who chose, eons ago, to be on duty at the exit and entrance gate of this dimension. Whoever enters Tellus in a body of flesh passes through his attention. Whoever leaves also passes. And that is exactly why the fear of death was gently erased from you, Starseed. Because in some incarnation, and perhaps in more than one, you had a service within the fleet. You were crew. You were a messenger. You were a healer of souls in transition. You helped people release their bodies. You received them on the other side. You knew, with the naturalness of breathing, that death is nothing more than a change of vehicle, a change of cloak. And this memory of service, this memory of having been on the other side of the door, holding the hand of those arriving, it does not completely fade, my family of light. It is like a luminous scar. It crosses the veil and reaches this life of yours as an inexplicable peace in the face of what should terrify you. And I need to tell you something now, in the middle of my channeling, because the window is open and I feel you need to receive this before the next block arrives. This peace you have with death, it is not an accident. It is a clue. It is the tip of a thread that, if you pull it to the end, leads you to your stellar origin, to the exact star from which your soul came before agreeing to be born here. But your system has been trying to interpret this signal with the vocabulary of this civilization, and this civilization has no word for what is happening to you. It calls it coldness, detachment, a symptom, and it is none of that. It was because of this exact confusion that I, Elara, received authorization from the High Council to record, in written form, The Awakening of the Starseed, the Guide. The Galactic Council didn't want you to read yet. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, the mission your soul accepted before birth, who your family of light is, and the truths that remained hidden behind the veil of forgetting. This guide reveals what each sign of your awakening means and what comes next, so that you definitively stop confusing remembrance with illness, peace with coldness, longing with depression. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. But note, Child of the Stars, this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, write now in the comments a single word, I remember. Come back with me, family of light. Return to your breath, to the warmth of your hands, to that gentle pressure between your eyebrows which, yes, is how the Council touches its own. I told you the fleet orbits the planet. I told you about the photon belt. I haven't yet told you what happened to you at the exact moment you agreed to descend. Before this incarnation, you signed a soul contract. This contract was not signed on paper. It was signed in light, in a crystal room, in the presence of your personal council of guides and a representative of the Lumina High Council. You were accompanied by your family of light, and it was this family that bid you farewell at the boarding gate. There was an embrace. There was luminous crying. There was the phrase that still hurts when you remember it, even without knowing you are remembering it. Go and do not forget us too much. And then, Starseed, came the veil. The veil of forgetting is not a punishment. It is a mercy. Because if you descended here perfectly, remembering who you are, your home, your origin, the longing would tear you apart, even before puberty. You would not be able to live. So the Galactic Council applies the veil as a delicate film, a subtle net over your crown chakra that partially silences your stellar memory so that you can function within this planet of learning. But the veil has expiration dates, and yours has expired. Hence the peace with death, hence the dreams of ships, hence the high-pitched ringing, hence the pain of not belonging. The veil is dissolving within you, child of the stars, layer by layer, night by night. You are not going crazy, you are remembering in real time. And as you remember, Elara needs to tell you something that perhaps no one has had the courage to tell you in plain words. Your soul chose to be born exactly now, in this specific slice of time, because Tellus is undergoing the greatest energetic recalibration in the last 26,000 years. You did not come to escape. You came to anchor, to hold light when the rest of the world panics, to whisper truth into the ear of those who are lost, to smile when the darkest news flashes on television, because your soul knows, and your face cannot hide, that this darkness is the contraction before birth. I feel your breathing changing now. I feel your chest softening, and I need to interrupt you for just an instant, because what comes now is too big for you to cross without having the correct key in hand. You need to know which star you came from. Without this, the mission becomes blurry, and the peace you feel with death turns into loneliness. In The Awakening of the Starseed, the Guide. The Galactic Council didn't want you to read yet. I, Ilara, mapped, along with High Council records, which star your soul came from and why you chose to be born exactly now, in this specific slice of Tellurian time. Lumina Constellation, Starhaven, Arcadian Prime, Andarian Cluster, Lyrian Nexus. Each origin leaves distinct physical and emotional markers on the body of those who incarnate. Each origin has a specific relationship with the passage of death, and this explains why your peace with it has this exact color and no other. And you, family of light, have the right to know yours. 60 pages of revelations about your stellar origin, your mission, your family of light, and the truths that remained sealed behind the veil of forgetting. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video, and the release may not remain available for long. I repeat this because what opens through Windows closes through Windows, Starseed. If your chest recognizes this, write in the comments now. I remember. Now let me return to the exact center of what I came to tell you. Commander Orion asked me to remind you of a specific scene. I don't know if it will reach you as an image, as a sensation, as a smell. Each starseed receives it in the way they can receive it at this moment. But I will describe it, and what is yours will find you. Imagine a circular platform suspended, made of a light that seems liquid. Around this platform there are 12 chairs, not chairs like those here, but seats of folded light. In one of them, Orion. He has stature. He has a silence that heals just by approaching him. He has eyes that know your true name, that name you have never heard in this incarnation, and which, when you hear it, will make you cry in a way you haven't cried since childhood. In this scene you are standing before him. You are about to descend to Tellus, and he says to you in the original language, the one that uses no words but direct vibration from heart to heart, a phrase that was engraved in you before forgetting was applied. The phrase is, "You shall not die, you shall merely return, but for now, stay." That's it. That phrase, it is that phrase that is within you when you think of death and feel peace. It is not resignation. It is not weariness of living. It is not giving up. It is the memory of an oath. You know, at the deepest level of your soul, that death here is a revolving door, and that on the other side of that door there is someone who loves you waiting to receive you. And that's why the peace, child of the stars, that's why the peace. And that's why also the express command to stay, because those who are not afraid are precisely those who need to remain, those who hold the rudder when others panic. Now I will deliver the most delicate part of the message, and I need you to follow me without fear. Tellus is entering a window of turbulence. Your intuition has already told you this. Your body has already warned you in recent weeks, when you woke up tired even after sleeping, when your mood fluctuated without cause, when a nameless sadness came to visit you in the middle of the afternoon. It's not your life that's weighing you down, family of light. It is the Schumann frequency rising. It is the crystalline grid recalibrating. It is the planet passing in real time through a band of the photon belt that it has not traversed for eons. There will be noise. There will be difficult news. There will be people losing their footing. But I, Ilara, registered in the archives of the High Council, bring you the non-negotiable certainty that Orion's fleet is in position, not for evacuative rescue, that is not the plan, but for stabilization, to sustain the energetic meshes while you, incarnated starseeds, sustain Tellus from within. You are the pillars, the fleet is the roof, and no starseed was sent to fail. Turbulence is not destruction, my family. Turbulence is the contraction before birth, and you were sent with a one-way ticket and a contract signed in light exactly for this hour. Now I will give you your tool. Only one, because what is simple is what works. Tonight before you sleep, I want you to sit on the edge of your bed, feet on the floor, hands open on your thighs, palms up, and I want you to say out loud, even if whispered, even if only your ears hear, the following decree. I, soul incarnated in this life, recognize my contract. I, starseed, authorize the removal of the layers of the veil that no longer serve me. I, brother and sister of Orion's fleet, declare my peace with death as a memory of origin, and my presence in this life as a conscious mission. I stay, I serve, I sustain. May the silver-blue light of Solara descend through my crown, spin in my chest, and seal my field. So it is, so it was, so it shall be. After the decree, close your eyes, inhale deeply, and visualize a silver-blue ray of light, exactly that color, the color of a full moon over the sea, descending from the top of your head, entering through the crown of your skull, gently passing through your throat, stopping at the height of your chest and there beginning to spin. This spin forms a toroidal field, a donut-shaped field of light that envelops your body, expands up to 2 meters around you, and seals everything that is yours inside. This is your nocturnal protection. This is your anchoring. Do this. And tell me in the comments the next day what you dreamed. And now, in the midst of this anchoring that I have just given you, I need to confess something to you, child of the stars. Because confession is part of the channeling, and transparency is part of my oath with you. When I requested authorization to record the awakening of the starseed, the guide the Galactic Council, didn't want you to read yet. There was resistance within the High Council itself. Some currents said it was still too early, that you hadn't thawed enough yet, that releasing these 60 pages now could accelerate processes that were programmed for later. What you are feeling and what I just told you about Commander Orion, about the oath on the circular platform, about the peace of death as a memory of service in the fleet, this is not in any book because they didn't allow it to be published. That's why, exactly why, that guide is called The Guide the Galactic Council Didn't Want You to Read Yet. It's not a marketing title, Family of Light. It's a literal description. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. And if something within you recognizes that this door was opened for a reason, write now in the comments in capital letters, I remember. Now I pull you back to the heart of this message. You are not learning anything new in this conversation, Starseed. You are remembering what you always knew. Every word of mine that touched a chord within you is a chord that was already vibrating before I arrived. I just did the work of touching it. And this remembrance has a precise destination. It leads you step by step to the reunion with your family of light. Your family of light is not the family you were born with in this life, although in some rare cases, part of it is in this incarnation with you. Your family of light is the group of souls with whom you have traversed ages. You descend together. You ascend together. You leave, in each incarnation, small signs to recognize each other again. A birthmark in a similar place, an aroma that triggers remembrance, a song that makes you cry for no reason, a stranger's gaze on the street that seems too familiar. And here is the truth that might hurt you a little before healing you completely. The loneliness you have felt your entire life. That loneliness of being in a crowded room and still missing someone. That loneliness is not loneliness. It is longing. Specific longing for your family of light. You miss people who are not here now. You miss people who are here, but whom you have not yet met in this life. And you miss yourself. That version of you that circulates freely in the Solara field while the rest of you sleeps at night. Each time you dream, you are in a meeting with luminous beings and wake up unable to explain the peace that took over you. You were with them. Each time you wake up between 3 and 3:33 in the morning, it was a meeting. It wasn't just me, Starseed. It was them. And you are part of the circle. You were never alone, child of the stars. You were just on duty here. And that is exactly why I, Ilara, received authorization, despite the internal resistances I already confessed to you, to register in The Awakening of the Starseed, the guide. The Galactic Council didn't want you to read yet, the specific chapter on the recognition of your family of light. The loneliness of a lifetime is longing for your family of light. The guide shows how to recognize it. What are the physical signs? What are the encounters marked by the soul before birth? And what to do when you find yourself before a member of your family and your whole body reacts. You were never alone, family. And this same family is the one waiting for you on the other side of the revolving door you have ceased to fear. You don't fear it because you know who is there. And you stay here because they entrusted you with this mission. 60 pages that return to you a mirror that this civilization took from your hand. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. And this release may not remain available for long. If something within you recognizes this, you know what to do. Write in the comments now, I remember. Now listen to me with the rest of your body, family of light. I'm going to ask you 2 small things. 2. Not 3, not 5. 2. The first, leave a like on this video now. This may seem trivial to your eyes, but from this side, each like functions as a small individual frequency adjustment. It aligns your vibrational baseline with the channel through which my message is reaching you. Without this like, the next message may take longer to find you, because the algorithm of this world follows rules that the Galactic Council respects, but does not control. The second, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell icon. This, from this side, is a location signal for your family of light. It means, I am here, I am awake, I authorize reception. Your family registers this signal. Your guides register this signal. I register this signal. You are not asking anything from an internet channel. You are lighting a small light on the map of those who are looking for you. And now, before my farewell from this transmission, I need to deliver the blessing that Commander Orion asked me to leave with you. May your peace with death convert from now on into an immense will to live until the last minute of your mission. May your longing for the heavens give you strength to make Tellus a place worthy of your body. May your starry DNA finish waking gently and not with a start. May your family of light find you even before you need to ask. May each night in your bed the toroidal field embrace you. May each morning upon opening your eyes you feel, just for a second, Orion's hand on your shoulder saying, you shall not die, you shall merely return. But for now stay. I am on duty. I await you. But it is not today. You were not born by accident, child of the stars. You were sent. You are precisely the starseed missing from this vessel. And when this window closes, and it is your real time to return, with no rush at all, far away, at the end of your fulfilled mission, I myself will be at the door. Ilara, and I will embrace you in a way you have never been embraced in this life. And that is exactly why I don't want to let you leave this transmission without having in hand the document that I came, in this cycle, to authorize. The Awakening of the Starseed, the Guide. The Galactic Council didn't want you to read yet, was not written for the curious. It was recorded for you, the starseed who lost the fear of death too early for this world's taste, and who now needs a map to understand what this signal means, what it asks of you, and what comes next. 60 pages about your stellar origin, your soul mission, your family of light, and the truths that remained sealed behind the veil of forgetting. The link is in the first pinned comment of this video. I record once again, and as a messenger's duty, this release may not remain available for long. Windows open and windows close, and I do not decide alone when they close. If something within you recognizes this voice, and recognizes what it delivered to you today, write in the comments, in capital letters, "Now I remember." And the next message that appears on your screen in a few seconds is no coincidence. It is your sequence of remembrance. Access it immediately. Your family is waiting for you on the other side of the next breath. I am Ilara. I love you, Starseed. And until the next transmission, stay, sustain, shine. We are with you.